Looking for a fresh start in 2026? A place where your career can grow, your lifestyle thrives, and your bank account actually smiles? Well, you're in luck. I've got the 7 best countries to live and work this year. And trust me, some of these might surprise you. Let's dive in. Moving abroad isn't just about packing a bag. It's about opportunities, job markets, economic stability, lifestyle, culture, and yes, the tricky bit, visas. So I've put together a list that balances all of that, so you can make smarter decisions for 2026. Number 1, Canada, first on the list, and honestly, it's hard not to love this place. Jobs are everywhere, especially in tech, healthcare, and engineering. But here's the kicker. It's not just about work. Life here actually works. You've got healthcare that's accessible, cities that are clean and safe, and communities that genuinely make you feel welcome. Imagine walking into a coffee shop in Toronto, ordering your latte, and the barista remembers your name. It's small, but it matters. Or taking a weekend hike in the Rockies, breathing in fresh air and realizing that for once the city's chaos doesn't follow you. The Express Entry program for skilled professionals makes moving here realistic. It's straightforward, transparent, and gives you a path to permanent residency in just a few years if you stick with it. That's huge because it means you're not just visiting, you're building a future. Culturally, Canadians have this rare combination, polite but warm. They'll hold the door for you, smile on the street, and still invite you over for dinner if you get to know them. Multicultural neighborhoods mean you can find almost any cuisine at your doorstep, from Filipino adobo to Italian pasta, sushi to poutine. And the lifestyle? Balanced. People work hard, but they also play hard. Coffee shops, farmers' markets, hiking trails, cycling paths. It's a life where work doesn't consume everything. And here's something people often forget. Canada isn't just snow and ice. The West Coast summers, Vancouver, Victoria, are stunning. Beaches, mountains, sunshine, outdoor festivals. It's a whole different vibe than Toronto or Montreal in winter. Honestly, the contrast is almost magical. You get the crisp efficiency of city life, the comfort of strong public services, and then summers that make you never want to leave. So yeah, Canada isn't perfect. No place is. But for living, working, and building a life, it's tough to beat. And if you thought Canada was only about snow, wait until you see the West Coast summers, the kind of summers that make you forget the winter ever existed. Next up, Germany. Europe's economic powerhouse, and for good reason. Industries like engineering, automotive, IT, and renewable energy are booming. Jobs aren't just plentiful, they're high-quality positions with competitive salaries. But here's the part people often miss. Work-life balance is actually real here. Unlike in some countries where overtime is expected, in Germany, people finish work, go home, and live their lives. It's refreshing. Visa-wise, there's the EU Blue Card for skilled professionals. Think of it like a golden ticket. It allows you to work and live in the heart of Europe, and after a few years, permanent residency is within reach. It's structured, predictable, and honestly, a lot less stressful than you might expect. And culturally, German cities are anything but uniform. Berlin's buzzing with nightlife, street art, and creative energy. It's the city that never sleeps for innovators and artists. Munich feels completely different. Beer gardens, historic squares, and a slower pace that's almost meditative. Hamburg? Canals, port life, and a vibe that blends industry with relaxation. Whatever your personality or lifestyle, Germany has a city that suits you. But there's more to daily life than just work and cityscapes. Germany is ridiculously organized. The trains run on time, streets are clean, recycling is everywhere, and yes, public transportation is world-class. In fact, here's a fun fact. Germany consistently ranks top for public transportation efficiency. Forget commuting nightmares. Hopping between cities or even just navigating a big city is simple, fast, and reliable. Food culture is also a hidden gem. You've got everything from hearty Bavarian sausages to Michelin-starred fusion cuisine, street markets, and, of course, local bakeries where the bread alone could change your life. And festivals, Oktoberfest, Christmas markets, regional traditions. There's always something happening to immerse yourself in local for work or exploring local festivals. Germany's public transport makes it all seamless. Forget traffic jams. Seriously, you might actually enjoy commuting here. Number 3. Australia. If your dream involves sunny beaches, endless outdoor adventures, and booming job markets, this is the place to be. Sectors like IT, healthcare, mining, and education are all on the rise, and there's serious demand for skilled professionals. That means opportunities aren't just plentiful, they're meaningful, well-paid, and often paired with benefits you wouldn't expect elsewhere. Visa-wise, Australia has skilled migration programs designed to bring in talent, plus temporary work visas that can eventually lead to permanent residency. Think of it as a structured path. Start working, gain experience, settle in, and yes, eventually call it home. For professionals who value stability but also crave flexibility, it's a pretty sweet deal. Now let's talk lifestyle, because that's where Australia really shines. Coffee culture is massive. You could start your morning with a flat white in a tiny Melbourne cafe, take a brisk walk along the harbour, then hit the office feeling awake and inspired. After work, hikes through national parks, weekend surfing trips, or even casual barbees with friends and neighbours. It's not just a place to work, it's a way to live, and the vibe is contagious. People here genuinely enjoy the outdoors, and that spills over into work-life balance. Unlike in some countries where working late is a badge of honor, in Australia, weekends are sacred. You can actually combine work with beach trips, hikes, or exploring the outback without feeling guilty or judged. Oh, and culturally, Australia is surprisingly diverse. Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, each city has its own personality. Melbourne is artsy, coffee-obsessed, and buzzing with culture. Sydney is fast-paced, cosmopolitan, and home to that iconic opera house. Brisbane has that warm, sunny energy that makes everyday life feel like a vacation. So, whether you're chasing career growth, adventure, or just a lifestyle where the outdoors matters as much as your paycheck, Australia checks all the boxes. It's vibrant, professional, and yes, a little addictive. And here's the part that surprises most people. You can actually combine a high-powered career with weekends on the beach and still feel like you're living your best life. Number 4. Singapore. Tiny island. Massive opportunities. Don't let its size fool you. This city-state is a powerhouse for finance, tech, biotech, and logistics. Companies are growing fast, salaries are competitive, and the professional networks here are some of the strongest in the world. For anyone looking to supercharge a career, Singapore isn't just a choice, it's a move that makes sense. Yes, the work culture is intense. People here are driven, focused, and efficiency is king. But here's the upside: high pay, excellent benefits, and one of the cleanest, safest cities you'll ever live in. You literally walk through streets that feel modern, spotless, and orderly. And that's not just aesthetics. Safety, healthcare, and infrastructure all make life smooth. And for expats, that's a huge stress relief. Visa-wise, the employment pass is the main route for skilled professionals. It's straightforward and allows you to live and work legally in Singapore. And for those who commit long-term, permanent residency is very possible, giving you stability and the chance to truly put down roots in one of Asia's most dynamic cities. Culturally, Singapore is fascinating. It's a blend of East and West, tradition and modernity. You can start your day with a bowl of laksa at a hawker center, navigate gleaming business districts by afternoon, and end your evening at a rooftop bar overlooking Marina Bay Sands. Festivals from Chinese New Year to Hari Raya, Diwali, and Christmas bring the city to life. There's always something happening. And the food culture? Legendary. Hawker centers, Michelin-starred restaurants, fusion cuisine. It's a paradise for anyone who loves to eat. But here's what makes Singapore special. It's a city that never really stops. Opportunities are everywhere, connections are constant, and even downtime feels productive. You're small in geography, but your career and life can grow big here. Small island, massive career potential. That's the Singapore promise. And once you experience it, you'll see why so many skilled professionals choose to plant their roots here. Number 5. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, the UAE. Imagine earning a high salary and not paying income tax. Yep, your paycheck stretches further than almost anywhere else in the world. And that's just the beginning. The UAE is booming. From tech startups to massive tourism operations, logistics hubs, and even renewable energy projects. It's a city where luxury and opportunity collide. Want to work in a cutting-edge office in Dubai Marina by day and take a yacht cruise by sunset? That's not just a dream. It's reality for many professionals here. Visa options are straightforward. Employment visas are standard, and the government is rolling out long-term residency programs for skilled workers, investors, and exceptional talent. It's a way to settle in, grow your career, and actually plan a future here, not just a short-term stint. Lifestyle, think modern, cosmopolitan, and yes, a little over the top at times. Skyscrapers tower over desert landscapes, shopping malls rival small cities, and gourmet dining spans every cuisine imaginable. Weekends can mean brunches by the marina, desert safaris at sunrise, or even indoor skiing in the middle of the desert. No joke. Culturally, the UAE is a melting pot. Expats from all over the world bring their traditions, foods, and energy, which means you can feel at home while still being immersed in local Emirati culture. And let's not forget the city festivals, global art exhibitions, and futuristic architecture that make every stroll exciting. But here's the kicker. Living in the UAE isn't just about glitz. It's also about efficiency, safety, and convenience. Public services, healthcare, and infrastructure are modern and reliable, which makes balancing work and personal life surprisingly smooth, even in such a fast-paced environment. And yes, desert safaris, skyscraper views, and even indoor skiing can be part of your weekend routine, all while building a tax-free, thriving career. Not many places can say that. Number 6. Portugal. If you've been dreaming about Europe but don't want your wallet to cry every month, this country might just be your sweet spot. Lisbon, Porto, and even smaller towns along the coast offer a perfect mix of affordability, modern conveniences, and that relaxed, easygoing lifestyle everyone envies. The tech scene is quietly booming. Startups are popping up everywhere, co-working spaces are abundant, and remote work is not just accepted, it's encouraged. You could be sipping espresso in a sunny Lisbon cafe while hopping on Zoom calls for clients across the globe. Seriously, it's one of those rare places where you can actually combine work and lifestyle seamlessly. Visa-wise, Portugal has options that make long-term living realistic. There's the Golden Visa program for investors, which can eventually lead to residency and citizenship. And for remote workers or digital nomads, the D7 visa is perfect. It's straightforward and allows you to settle legally while earning your income online or from abroad. Culture-wise, Portugal is delightful. Coffee is a ritual, not just a drink. Pastéis de nata in the morning are basically a national treasure. Coastal living isn't a vacation here, it's everyday life. Beaches, surf towns, seafood markets and promenades where locals gather are all part of the rhythm of life. And the people? Friendly, welcoming and warm in that effortlessly charming way. Work-life balance isn't just lip service, it's ingrained. Even in busy Lisbon, afternoons often slow down for coffee, conversation or a walk along the river. And then there's the sunsets. Honestly, the sunsets alone might be worth moving for. Golden light spilling over the Atlantic, pastel-colored streets of Lisbon or Porto. It's the kind of view that makes you pause, breathe, and actually enjoy life outside the office. And here's the thing, whether it's work, food, or just soaking in those golden sunsets, Portugal makes everyday life feel like a vacation, but one where you can still build a career and a future. And finally, number 7, Japan. A country where the future and the past coexist in ways that are genuinely mind-blowing. High-tech cities, ultra-efficient transport systems, and thriving industries, from robotics to finance, gaming to biotech, make it a hotspot for skilled professionals. Opportunities are real, and companies are often willing to sponsor work visas if you have the right expertise. So moving here isn't just a dream, it's achievable. But let's talk lifestyle, because Japan is more than a career move. Imagine starting your morning in Tokyo, grabbing a perfectly crafted cup of coffee from a tiny neighborhood cafe, then hopping on the Shinkansen, the bullet train, that zips you to another city at 300 kilometers an hour. Clean, safe, punctual. Efficiency here isn't a promise, it's a way of life. Culturally, Japan is endlessly fascinating. One day you might participate in a centuries-old tea ceremony in Kyoto, meditating on every gesture and sip. The next day, you could be exploring futuristic districts in Osaka or Tokyo, surrounded by towering neon signs, robotics labs, and cutting-edge innovation. And yes, food culture here is unmatched. Sushi that melts in your mouth, steaming bowls of ramen, fresh street takoyaki. And let's not forget the seasonal treats that change with the flowers, snow, or festivals. Safety, cleanliness and healthcare are top-notch. Streets feel safe even late at night. Public transport is reliable to the minute. Healthcare is advanced and accessible. Combined, all of this creates an environment where you can focus on your career without worrying about the basics and still experience life at its fullest. Living in Japan isn't just about work. It's a total life experience. Festivals, cherry blossoms, temple visits, mountain hikes, city nightlife. Every day can feel like a story waiting to be lived. Imagine combining a thriving career with a culture so rich, vibrant and alive that every single day feels like its own adventure. That's Japan, a place where work meets life in the most extraordinary way. So, whether it's Canada's balance, Germany's strength, Australia's sunshine, Singapore's skyscrapers, UAE's tax-free salaries, Portugal's relaxed vibe, or Japan's unique blend of tradition and innovation, 2026 is full of choices. The world is wide, opportunities are real, and your next big move could be just a decision away. If you want more guides like this, countries to work, live and thrive, hit subscribe and let's explore the world together, one story at a time.